Hello and welcome back to Few and Far Between. We're back, baby.
Yeah.
We are excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the world of Exandria. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and run virtual table we have.
It's Jaiden playing Lapis.
Hey, it's Jaime playing North.
And Voka is on vacation. Well, actually, Voka's is doing a working vacation, I guess, for the next couple of weeks. But Mira is off flying into the somewhere into the blue skies, and we wish her a happy flight. But we are
Into the
excited to
wild blue yonder.
yes, but we are happy to continue on. Um, Anything else we need to talk about before Happy Pride? Still, it's still June.
Happy Pride. Also, y'all, it's summer. It's hot outside. Be sure to hydrate. Also, if you're hot, your pets are hot. Make sure they have enough water. Make sure you have some place in the shade. And if you have AC at home, keep them in a nice cool space because if
Oh
you're
yeah,
uncomfy, they're uncomfy.
yeah, for sure.
I
Um,
honestly thought you meant like if you're hot, like sexy wise, and I'm like,
um, that too. Let's see, what else was I going to say? Also, if you're looking for older episodes, go to our YouTube channel. We cannot keep our VODs on Twitch anymore because we have way too many episodes, and we only allowed 50 hours. And I've even looked in the VOD section anymore because I think it's the most watched episodes that are on there right now. But uh,
Mm.
any VOD on Twitch will last for 2 weeks, and then you have to find it on YouTube. But we upload the week after we air our episode, so find it there. Um, Anything else we can talk about?
I got a cool
nope.
milkshake.
Milkshake.
Ooh.
I have a poppy lime drink right here. Some filtered water that
It's very much green
is
screened
very
also, so
much
it's very
green
funny.
screen. Yes, it's Happy Exandria drink. So, anyway, if everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Few and Far Between, episode 127, The Arrival of the Arbiter. So, last time, 2 weeks ago, the Pumat souls told you that in order to recover the unnamed soul that resided inside the frog, intended for the witch of the Ustalok, you would need either a true resurrection or a wish spell, both of which were spells with incredibly expensive spell components. They told you that every year Pumat Soul sent a frog to Australia, a frog that contained the essence of someone she loved, and that it rejuvenated her and allowed her to spend 1 day a year with him. The Pumats told you that they would ask Pumat Prime to return to the Invulnerable Vagrant so that he could decide what to do. The next day, Pumat Prime sent for Voka, who told him of the consequences of releasing the soul from the body of the frog, and the furball told him that in order to make things right, he would have to travel to Trostenwald and speak with the witch, and that he worked for Pumat now. The Pumat Soul Prime, Pumat Prime, grabs Voka by the ear, hands him a copy of How to Take Care of Your Pet Frog, and leads him into the back and hands him a broom. And it's like, I'll still have things for him to do, but if you wish to come and get your friend tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. Well, so you got a bunch of like menial tasks for him to do.
You just see Voka back in the back sweeping up some dust for balls, and see the Pumat clones like, oh, make sure you get that right there under the table. And one of the Pumats is like lifting his legs up, and Voka is sweeping underneath it.
Hey, make sure to be careful about the corners. Just catch them real nice. I'm gonna walk out like yeah, Volka's not coming back. Volka's
Oh,
dead.
wait. Are we serious? Did they
No,
die?
we're not.
Oh.
Volka's gonna, when you don't pay at the restaurant and they're just like, well, you're gonna do dishes. That's kind of
Oh.
what's
Well, all
going on
right
right
then.
now. So
Okay.
we're gonna get him back tomorrow? Question mark.
All
um,
right. Then we're set here. I guess we have to wait for the witch? Question mark.
I have no clue. Not question mark because this is a statement.
um, Last week I was gonna have before we decided not to play. I was gonna have Pumat give you the mission to go take go to the witch. But that will happen when we have a Mira. So,
Yeah, because it's not our fault.
it's no, not at all. Is Pollux out here? Was he with you all, or did he kind of run off again? I can't remember.
Was he back at the
I think
the inn?
Yeah, I don't think he went with you for this. I don't think.
Because I do remember that he gave Voka like 2 diamonds.
Yes.
2 very expensive diamonds.
But
I
the
don't
day
think
the
he's
day
with
is
us.
yours. What would you like to do? It's actually midday right now in Zadash.
Well, I do have a little pet project that I would like to work on, but it might take a little bit. I have a store to drop by. If there's anything, let's say sewing related, like fabrics and all that, I would love to go there because I feel like I'm overdue for a costume change. And to make
There are
some little
plenty.
gifts for my
There's
friends.
from 20 years, like several years ago, that there were very nice elven seamstresses and tailors.
Okay.
Specifically Elven.
Yeah, specifically
Like they
Elven,
actually
because
elven because
Pollux
they
calls
might
them that
actually
way.
still here. Yeah, they might actually like still be in business. Like if they're human, they may not be. If they have
Okay.
short lifespans, they may not be here anymore. But
Okay. Also, Lapis, you've noticed, a few hours ago, maybe a few minutes even, 2 weeks ago, um, we were followed by these drow individuals again. So,
Oh.
I would really, really love to shake them off.
How do you propose to do that?
Well, that's gotta do a bit with my little pet project, so that might take a few days. When Voka comes back.
Yeah. Well, until then, should we just attempt to murder them while they come fuck with us?
I'm not a big proponent of murder, but if they come at us, I mean, we'll do what's necessary.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna go look for them.
Well, obviously they'll come looking for us, or there's like no
Yeah.
point.
Well, there's that. So, I don't just want to make sure that they don't follow us. So, I might change my face when I'm walking around, just in case.
All right. Should we go by some sort of, I don't know, code name or something, just in case, or a code that we say to each other to make sure that we are who we are?
Boy, I haven't thought that far, but that would be great. I'm here for the book club.
All right, I'm here for the book club.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying really hard not to have Pollux pop in. It's like I'm here for the book club, but no.
Either that or I heard code names.
I heard.
So I will be the golden whatever, and you're gonna be silver something, and you're bronze something. It's just like, is it rank or something? What do you mean? I'm not playing bronze Overwatch, man.
No, Northwood would be like the obsidian something. I don't know.
Give me opalite. Give me something that's fat.
Pollux is like, I've been grinding all week. I don't know why I'm not opal yet.
Damn, I'm stuck in diamond.
God fucking damn it.
Oh.
So yes, I think I'm gonna stealth away into a back alley or something.
Okay. Lapis, you kind of like. I'll have you roll a stealth roll in a second. Lapis, what do you do?
I'm probably going to, as North just like bamps out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to do some shopping. I'll be right back. Where do we meet?
At the book club.
At the book club. In as often.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. She's going to, as North leaves, she's just going to like take a step back, turn around, and then misty step back up on like some rooftops.
I love that. Yes.
And she's actually gonna do like 2 misty steps
Mm-hmm.
to like get as far away from,
Yeah,
that
the
area as
area.
possible.
Yeah. both of you make perception checks as you bamf away at advantage.
Of course, it has to be perception checks.
Yeah.
Perception and stealth, I would guess, for me.
Well, stealth here in a second. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perception.
God, these are some shit rolls to start with. I rolled a
18.
5. I rolled a 5 and a 6, which makes
Okay.
it
18, but I don't know if you want to know about my passive of 21, which I'm talking about every time I.
You should always remind me of. I love hearing about your passive. I am
my passive perception's only a 14, but yeah, what I rolled is either a 9 or a 10.
Oh, Lapis. I think you look back and there's like just a big crowd that kind of walks through the space you were. Like nobody seems to notice that you disappeared. North, you look back and you see a drow elf, like actually like standing where you were, kind of like stomping his feet, looking around for you. Make a stealth roll.
Oh, please tell me that. Please tell me that they stomp their feet like a child. Like they're just like,
Yeah.
Yep. They have a hat. They toss it on the ground.
Ron, I rolled a 5, so that means it's at
least 21.
25.
Okay.
God damn.
Yeah, they're looking around and they do not see you, and you're just kind of like in plain sight, still just kind of like standing there, and they don't see you at all. The
Look, it's reliable talent, bro.
God, let's see. They look around, and they just like stomp, and they look. Make an insight check for me.
That's a 6.
They look a little scared. You're not sure why, but they have a scared look on their face, like, "Oh, I failed" or something.
Oh well, none of my business. I'm going to mask how many faces.
Uh-huh.
Half elven lady, like bronze
Okay.
skin with like like very like kind of copper curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
Just like kind of nondescript, really. But
Okay. Where do you head?
I want to go shopping.
Go shopping. Okay. Lapis goes somewhere else. Did you say you're going to the end, or did you?
I'm probably going to go like heading towards the end, but I'm probably gonna stop at like any shops that are around that I feel like, oh, maybe I could find like a book here or
The Penta Market has a huge shopping district in that area. Inns, shops, clothing places, bookstores, magic shops. They have a large selection of anything you'd want.
she's probably going to look for clothes, not for herself, but she's gonna look for some like clothing items, like just simple garbs,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. North, where do you head? You to a shopping to one of those places. The
Yeah, I would like to go to the seamstress or something. I need to get a sewing kit,
okay.
a proper sewing kit, and I also am looking for some specific fabrics.
Okay. Da, 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 da. And they are Elven. I can't pronounce that name. Okay. Um, there's this Elven seamstress and fabric seller. Like they have a huge selection of. They actually provide bolts of fabric to other tailors in the area. Named Cothwin Brightcloak.
Okay.
And Cothwyn Brightcloak. Easy. Okay.
Miss Brightcloak.
Miss Brightcloak. And they are middle-aged, long, curly, black hair, golden eyes. And they are currently. She continually carries a thing around her wrist with a little. It's a pin cushion. The
Yes.
little like red thing with pins sticking out of it on her wrist.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
Yeah.
tomato.
It's a tomato. Yeah. And she looks at you as you come in, and see if she
Yes.
remembers you.
She can't because I'm mask memory.
That's true. That's true. She kind of looks at you and it's like, "Welcome to Bright Cloaks. Please come in."
Hello. Yes.
Yes.
How are you doing this fine day?
Um, quite well. Quite well. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, I am looking for a few fabrics actually. And I'm going to start looking through red,
Mm-hmm.
blue. I'm looking for Voka's color patterns.
Got it. You can find any color you want here. I mean, she kind of
Okay,
like points you
excellent.
in the right direction, and sort of like Project Runway style. Like there's just like
I'm
Walmart style to like pull stuff down, bolts
I'm
down.
looking at textures, I'm looking at
Yeah,
colors. I want to get something that is very, very Voka.
got it. Okay.
And also like some little bits of like decorative leather and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like in the colors. I'm gonna start
Of
making a little.
course. Okay.
Okay.
Easy
So I'm
peasy. Yeah.
gonna get a few yards of each and
Mm-hmm. Um.
a sewing kit.
Okay. Uh, Lapis, you're in the Pinta Market, and this cloaked figure kind of approaches you with hands outstretched.
Like they're
Like
wanting
they're
to.
like approaching you as if they're like not armed, not a danger, but like wanting to come up and speak with you.
How do they look like?
They are tall. They have a hooded cloak. The hood's down over their head, but you can see kind of pale purplish skin on their neck.
Nope, just stand right there. Nope, not gonna deal with this.
I am not the people who are chasing you. I'm
How do you
trying to.
know that I'm being chased?
I'm assuming that North is always being chased. My name.
Touche. All right, continue.
My name is Surin Amara, and I need to meet with. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
State your business.
The task that she appointed me has gone horribly wrong.
Give me a second. She's just going. Now that they have their sending stones back,
Yes.
she's just going to like lightly graze it and just say in Norse mind, there's someone here who wants to talk to you about a project you gave them. What is their name? Surin?
Surin, yes.
Yeah.
Surin Amara.
Yes. A Surin Amara. If you know them.
Okay, I guess I'm just like paying and leaving at that point.
Yes.
Um, okay, well, where should we meet?
The usual place. Never. Sorry, because he can't hear you. So,
No, he can't.
yeah.
Yep. Laphus is just gonna say, yeah, they said they'll meet you. Where?
Um, the next place on the list.
Grazes it one more time. Yeah, they're being shady as fuck, but I feel like that's your crowd. Next the next place on your list. Or on
she
the
it,
list.
and he finishes the sentence by saying, "Butterscotch ice cream. She'll know what that means."
He said sherbet ice cream. You'll know what that means.
And the thieves' can't kicks in, and it's
Yeah.
basically the address of the next place on the list.
Okay.
And you could probably hear like the inflection of Lapus's tone that it's totally like not the right thing.
Sherbert? I don't know any code word that starts with sherbet. What the fuck? Ice cream. Okay, next place on the list, ice cream.
Yeah.
I think I've connected the dots. Okay.
It's actually sorbet.
Fuck!
He kind of nods to you and says, "Good evening," and walks over to an ice cream stand, grabs an ice cream cone, and walks away. So.
Doesn't even pay. He's just
No, he
grabs
just
it.
yeah, he just grabs it.
She's just like, the guy's handing a cone to a child and he just yanks
Kid
it.
starts crying.
Yeah.
She's just gonna like kind of stare off at this guy who literally just stole a candy from a baby, basically. She's just gonna shake her head slightly and go back to looking for some clothing items, and then
Okay.
she's probably going to also search for Maybe like a little antique shop at some point.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. All of there's all of those places. Um, the empire's old enough that there's lots of interesting antiques of old in the area.
Mm.
So
Yeah, she's gonna look for some blast from the past, basically.
okay. Okay. North, you finish your shopping.
Yes.
Okay. What does everyone do from there?
Well, I'm gonna go to the little meeting place that has been stated.
Okay. Okay. You get
Because
to
I don't think I'd be contacted if everything went well.
no, no. Um, so you go to the attic of this rowdy tavern. It's just loud, and the floorboards are thumping from the music and people yelling. Middle of the afternoon, having a good time, but it's loud. And this is definitely a place you go to if you don't want anybody to be overhear you.
And I don't drop my mask of many faces.
Yes, yes. And he's sitting there, kind of pacing back and forth.
Okay, so fuck do you want?
Well, our issue in Rexitrum was getting solved. Materials were going missing. Paperwork was being misfiled. We
I paid
even
you a lot of
had
money, Omara.
we even had things that were like being delivered to the wrong address and disappearing from there.
All right.
The Cerebus
So far, so good.
Assembly is getting involved. For some reason, they want to see that prison built as quickly as possible. They're quite upset that delays have started to creep into the process, and they caught one of our own, a worker named Ebard Benoit.
Uh, a bard?
Ebard, Ebard, Ebard Benoit, was caught in one of the offices trying to switch some paperwork around, altering forms, and he was caught and questioned. And apparently, from what we found out, the Crown Guard was able to determine that Benoit's orders came from somewhere in Zadash. But the damage has been done and work is delayed, at least for 3 or 4 weeks.
So you're saying that you've got a trail.
There's a trail being tracked down currently, yes. And we have discovered that Prime Arbiter, Sidnock Truscan, he make a history roll.
The name is familiar, but I'm like, Truscan, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to alarm anybody, but Puppy is here.
Yes, puppy.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The Truscan are longtime allies with the Dwendalian bloodline. He has managed to advance his family's influence within the Empire above most other noble houses. He has the final say on all matters of law that do not require the king's attention. You know, you've heard stories of him being a brutal man with a grudge against religious empowerment. And he's a man who sniffs out corruption within the approved structure of worship within the empire. He is also a noted man of logic, and some call him the church detective.
Church detective.
With a dirty 20, you also know that he tried to marry his daughter Lydia off to Tyrion Darrington.
So I legitimately, the way you kind of like paused for a second, that you were gonna say that he was trying to marry his own daughter. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
No, that's Sweeney Todd. That's a plot of Sweeney Todd.
You mean the Tyrion Darrington that I have the books that are autographed by?
And also, I think with the Dirty 20, you know that you've heard stories that Lydia is estranged from him and is now living in Zadash.
Okay.
And so your friend, the Surin, says He's coming here,
Okay.
and he's going to try to track down me or the father. However, we have a little bit of a one-up on them.
Okay.
Apparently, he's traveling by teleportation circle to be here to head the investigation, and he'll be here tomorrow morning,
Okay.
sometime before noon. Our contacts say that he requested somebody from the Cerberus Assembly to accompany him. Just one of those red robes was the quote I was told. I have the address of the place where he's going to be meeting the place. If
You might.
if we can track down this mage and find a way to replace them.
Oh, that would be so fucking.
He kind of winks.
funny.
He's like, you would need to find someone who can actually cast spells to masquerade as a Cerberus Assembly mage.
I know someone who can cast spells that are pretty good. I mean, I can cast some stupid shit, but
No, yes, but you're
like you see me, I'm looking fine right now. I could double whammy that.
really
Give me a few moments,
okay.
and I'm going to
If you
That's some
need
parchments.
if you do need a costume change for your mage friend,
I shall procure. I know our people. However, and I'm gonna pull out a few parchments, and I'm gonna pull out the limited edition thing
Okay.
that is autographed that I got at the auction.
okay.
I thought you
Also,
threw those away.
he gives you 2 Cerberus Assembly badges. He also
Oh.
says that the Cerberus Assembly mage also has a bodyguard.
Okay, so we need to get rid of that Cerberus Assembly mage and the bodyguard.
And replace them.
Excellent. Okay, and I'm saying that like I'm gonna do some forgery here.
Okay.
I knew it was gonna come in handy.
Finally, my chance has come.
Like with all the autographs and all that, I'm gonna write out some basic orders,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sign them just a TD, but like the
Yes.
very characteristic
oh.
Tyrion Darrington.
The marriage, the wedding never went off. It didn't
I
happen.
know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
But that's a scorned father, probably.
Okay.
That's probably someone who's been like, ooh, I could have had like some form of like rank or whatever, like for my
Right.
daughter.
Mhm.
I could have placed my daughter somewhere, and now this asshole says no. So I'm going to just like deep,
Okay.
forge a few papers.
Okay.
So if you can, just like give that to some of your associates if they get caught.
Okay. Excellent. A
I
good
know. Do
way
you need me to make a forgery kit roll, Ron?
I would like you to just give me a roll to see how good they are. Like,
Okay. I need to tell you that I can't roll below a 17.
that's good. Okay. I want to see how high it gets.
I'm gonna take this one.
You nat 20.
No, but it's in that 18, so plus my proficiency, which is 5. Plus my dexterity, which is also 5. That's a 28.
Okay.
Jesus.
Sometime later, Terry Darrington actually like gets the paper where he's like, I must assign these at some point in time. So, yes. So he takes the Surin takes the documents. How many did you make? Like 5?
I made roughly like, just in case, like not knowing how many people are on the job, I made 12.
Which is a good thing. 12. That's good. Good number. Okay. If you need, he also did I say the badges? He gives you 2 badges with the
Yep, I
service
got that.
assembly. Yeah. Thank you. I'll try to take care of things on
So
my
if
end.
this
I have not seen the father recently. He might be in hiding.
okay, well, no problem. I'll try to. I won't try to contact him.
Okay.
Just if he's in hiding, it's better that he doesn't see me. How did the other job go if you managed to get to Rex Syndrome?
Uh, Remind me what the other job was, just because I.
To just give off a sending stone.
Yes, yes, yes. Um,
I paid you a extra 100 for that.
yes, it went quite well, and I got it there quite easily through other people, and I have a guarantee that it arrived safely.
I paid you 100, and you told me that it would be done
It is done.
with your own hands to his own.
I was dealing with this situation. He gives you the 100 back.
I'm gonna take 50.
Okay.
Leave the other 50 on the table because
Okay.
this is a job half done.
Yeah. After I make sure this situation is taken care of, I will ensure that he has it.
Good. Well, I hope you're not catching too much flack with all the LOL sympathizers going around in the streets.
I just show a friendly face. Most of the the Spider Queen worshippers, all I have to do is say, I am just a mere traveler, and give them a smile, and they go on their way.
Stay safe still.
Do I look evil to you?
I know you. You would steal candy from a baby.
Well, that's a good idea. And he walks out
Shut
the
the
door.
fuck up.
It's not like he already hasn't.
Oh, and Lapis, you're in an antique shop. What are you looking for in particular?
Nothing in particular. She's mostly just browsing like the wares to see if there's anything that she would consider like, oh, this is actually like from before the Empire actually became the
Yeah.
Empire sort of deal.
There are actually. Let me pull up the. I've got that actually pulled up here. A second. Wild mount. Not. Boom. It was because the Zadash used to be Julius. The Julius Empire used to be before the Dwindolian Empire became into it was called the Julius Empire, run by mages. And so you actually find several it's like spell component pots in various places for like creating like the mortar and pestle, and for like it's like you find a little like chest that has multiple tiny components to organize components, spell components, and everything. And it's very much an antique, and they're selling it for 100 gold. There's this gnome named Daphne Wagglestitch, and she's like, and the mages of old, they would keep their back guano in this one. They had a little lid on it to keep the smell down to a bare minimum.
Now, do I hear this and know that it is true?
Make an insight check.
What is my knowledge of bad guano?
Yeah, what is my knowledge of Bagwano, specifically of mages with Bagwano? Let me look. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I do get. All right. History. That's a 26.
Yeah, yeah, this sounds like something that's very familiar, like something where the mages of the Julius Empire would they like to show off, like they were very glitzy and like had jeweled boxes, and their spell books were covered in gems. And so the this and as you're actually looking at it, you see entwined into the swirl design of the inside the lid, you see where like in a box of chocolates, you lift up the lid and there's like identifies that. You see, like, into the swirl of the inside of the box lid, you see the 8 schools of magic um, embossed into it, like in a hidden design. In that, this is a genuine article, and she's telling you the truth.
So I'm looking at Rush through the camera, and it's
It's
just him underneath the blanket, just
like,
settling down. There he goes. Um, Knowing that this is correct and everything, she's actually going to take out the sword that she got from the auction house,
yes,
and she's just going to place it down on the thing, like in front of the gnome.
history check 15, not bad. She looks at it. Is this what I think it is? Do you know what this is?
I do know what this is. I just wanted you to appraise it, especially especially considering that where got it from, they claim that it was the sword that he used in battle when it was just a ceremonial sword.
It is. It is a ceremonial sword. It was not used in battle, though. And she kind of points out areas along the hilt where normally, if you would find like flecks of blood, into the hilt that no one could be able to clean out. Um, and you'd see chips along, even a master swordsman who's taking care of his blade. You would see the effects of battle. This is merely a sword that was worn at the side. Um, and um, the person, the auction house, I'm just confirming because it's been a while since the auction actually happened. Um, this was said as General Soken sword. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah, it was general. They claimed that it was the sword that he used to win countless battles.
Yes. Um, this sword has not seen battle, but and she points to an area on the hilt and says, "This is very much the design that General Soken would have used and had made for themselves. I believe this is authentic."
Oh, I know it's authentic. I maybe crossed the line or two with him in the past.
The gnome nods and is like, "Do you have any history? Is there anything that if you wish to leave, like sell this wondrous artifact of history, any information that you had, any personal information that you had about General Soken would aid me in getting a better price to sell this off into collectors' hands."
I mean, besides him just generally using the sword itself only for ceremonial, like knighting people as as things go. Soken, he wasn't a very good general, honestly.
Um,
A lot
wh-
of the people who worked under him were better at controlling the armies than he was.
what I had heard was that General Soken liked staying in the back and letting others do the killing for him.
Oh, that's very true. Though he does claim a lot of the wins, claiming that it was his strategic mind that did all that.
What say you? It sounds like you disagree with that statement.
Oh, thoroughly disagree. There have been at least one person under his belt that mostly claimed the victories for him.
She nods. And you kind of see her like kind of like she's not writing anything down, but she's definitely like chewing on
Mm.
every syllable, like hanging on every word. Because she believes you and you believe her. And so there's kind of like this accord happening, and she says, "Perhaps if you wish to make a purchase, deal, we could, if there's anything here that you wish to purchase, we can give you trade credit. And otherwise, I would offer 2,000 gold for this artifact. The history
Mm,
that it does hold."
It's very tempting to do 2,000 gold. Although I feel as though. Do you have any sort of. How should I say this? I want something from the past. If you have anything by perhaps someone of a specific name.
I can always. And she gets out this big dusty book. And thump. And she kind of like opens it up a couple of pages and it looks to you expectantly.
Do you have anything by somebody either named Rakan or perhaps Avison, Asir?
And she flips through.
Hi. Hi, sweetie.
This he laughs. And um I have, and she goes to the back and comes back and pulls out a small box and pulls out this leather diary. This is a black book. This is a list of conquests that was accredited to Rakan.
Conquests.
Yes, it's dated back to, and she says a year that is definitely like it's more recent, but it's dated back several decades to give me a second. Um, it's dated back conquest as in lovers, and the date that she gives you is a certain date I'll talk to you about later.
Okay.
So, uh, but it's definitely after, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The and she says it's really just a list of names and places, locations, and it kind of tracks this Rakan's person's travel throughout uh, the Maro Valley.
I would like to purchase that or trade. How much is it?
I would sell it to you for 100. No one else would. I've tried to offer it as a. I've gotten laughed in the face because it's basically someone boasting that they laid this harlot in Trostenwald, and it's
We did it front, back, upside down.
In, out,
it's not quite that detailed.
In a carriage.
in a
uh,
moving carriage. There's a
uh,
difference.
but there it
Uh,
is a bit of a diary, yes.
The driver was in on it.
I would, I would take that for a good read, honestly. And knowing Rakan, it would bring me a lot of joy to see what the fuck he was thinking.
And she like puts it down on the table if you'd like to peruse it.
Uh, I'll just buy it off of you.
100 gold.
I take it out of Soken's, little bit here, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the rest of it in gold.
And she gives you 1,900 gold pieces.
And as she takes it, she also like kind of leans in and just goes, "Also, General Soken, he was a very, very shitty person. And in that, all of his conquests and all that, they weren't his, like, whatsoever.
Are you saying that all the stories are lies?
It's the people that he gathered. He literally stood back, he took the credit, and then guess what? He was killed by the same people who he hired.
I'm not only a peruser of artifacts, historical artifacts. I'm also an author
Oh,
of history. Is there a time or a place perhaps I can meet with you and I can ask you questions about this time when I was not alive that obviously you have some personal experience with? You were alive at the time. I can tell.
sure. Mostly because I would like to clear the air of that asshole.
The stories that I've heard of his atrocities leave a foul taste in my mouth, and perhaps he exaggerated, and I'd like to know the truth.
Oh, they probably weren't exaggerated, but it definitely was not him who did those atrocities.
She gives you a card and says, whenever you are free, come by to the shop. I shall buy you drinks, buy you food. We shall talk.
Food and drinks are not necessary, but I might come around to give you a chat or two. That way you can upsell the sword a little bit more.
I really, really would enjoy that very much. Thank you. And any proceeds made from the sale of such a history book, I would most assuredly cut you in on the
Oh, no need.
royalties.
Just put down a credit of I don't Lapus. Just credit me there
I can
as
do
one of
so.
your sources.
And she writes that down in her book and says, "It was wonderful to meet you, Lapis." And she like looks almost greedy. Like this is like a reporter, like on the edge of a big story breaking. Yeah,
Little notepad and everything.
yeah. She's like, yep, yep.
And Lapis is going to take the book and pocket it and head back to the inn so that way she can read
Yeah.
whatever the fuck Rakan was saying about her.
Oh, yeah. This we'll talk. We'll talk. So,
Yeah,
okay.
Items from the auction came in handy.
it did today.
It really did. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
North, what do you do after leaving?
I will head back to the inn as well because I might have a little jobby job.
Okay.
To ask for a friend. I need help.
A
By the
friend,
way,
you
like
say?
what did we? Well, I'm gonna be a suck ass for that one. So by the way, while we had the discussion with Omara and all that,
Yes.
like okay, like taking the place of his guards and all that. What is your goal with that?
You're asking
Yeah.
what's his name? He says to mislead, to
Well, we
make
already have this, and I'm gonna
yes.
give him the little papers. But if we
Yes.
can,
To make sure that myself and the father are in the clear, but also to perhaps send an investigation
somewhere
into
else.
somewhere else.
Well, into another person, we got that covered right now.
Okay. He nods and says, I think if I were in another life, I would say an assassination would be most welcome.
You
But
know I don't do that.
this, I know you don't, but this is a man who has a strong ties to nobility and has the ear of the king.
That would just bring down the heat on us. We don't want that.
Don't want that. So accompany him, try to lead him astray, and if shit goes down, deal with it.
Excellent. Now I'm gonna head back to the.
Okay, okay. Lapis, you head back to the inn?
Yeah.
Okay. About like 5, dinner time, you show up. It's a lot less crowded than it was a few days ago with the contest and everything.
Oh,
But
it's a lot less loud without Orgoth and Pollux.
It's interesting how that works.
yeah.
Hmm. Weird. Feels weird. I'm so used to the noise at this point.
I'd rather like it. I like it a lot.
How was
Yeah.
your day?
Um, just after we departed from each other, I went about looking for a couple of antiques, and I found a very specific one that I think I might enjoy reading at night. And I
Like,
also found a couple of clothing items.
oh, excellent. That's pretty interesting. Not an old porn book, I hope.
I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Please do. I'm gonna look around. Like, is anyone listening?
Make a perception check. You can make a perception check as well, Lapis.
22.
Okay.
So that's one above my passive.
Okay.
9.
9.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I scare you?
Oh,
Dear
puppy.
sweetie.
North, no one appears to be paying you any attention. Um, you do see Pollux in the back corner, and he seems to be plucking on his heart, on his lute. But he's like just kind of quietly back there.
So I might have a proposition for you, but we might want to take this upstairs and know it's not that kind of proposition before we get any weird ideas.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking it.
Excellent. Well, we were just talking about a weird porn book, so.
Oh yeah, no, but I understand. Me and you, never.
No. No.
I don't think you'd be into the necromantic sort of vibe anyway.
Not exactly, no.
Anyways, she's just gonna look over at Pollux like strumming his string,
Yeah.
and then she's going to just have like the clothing,
Mm-hmm.
put it down, and just have like tear off like a little sheet of paper, write down his name, slap it on there, and just leave. Go upstairs.
Okay.
Because he's still wearing his desert garbs,
Yes.
but
Okay.
it is no longer the desert. I'm sure it's a little bit cooler.
Yes. Yes.
So she's got him like a different
It is
outfit.
getting. It actually is getting colder because it's like November-ish now, and it's in like kind of a temperate zone. So yeah, he looks at the name, looks at you. It's like, Thank who? Do you want me to write them a
I
song? And he's just walking away. He stands up and like strums, big strum, and walks out the
Oh, he's gonna finally hide this midriff. Excellent.
door. So you head upstairs.
yes.
So, I talked with the dude, as you informed me. Thank you very much for that, by the way. Um, we might be in a bit of a pickle because something. Well, I might be into a bit of a pickle technically, but
Yeah, I didn't.
by I it might mean we
Why
by
would it be we?
association.
Oh, of course. All right.
Well, I'm not that big of a pickle. I'm already taking care of some business. Um, someone somewhere else might be in a bit of a pickle as well. Um, so we might have a. Would you be? Well, of course you're not interested for that. There's.
Oh, it's so fun watching you squirm.
Shut the fuck up. There's a big shot from the Empire that is coming over to Zadash because I might have commissioned some people to disrupt the construction site because they might be moving my dad from a prison to another that is being
Oh.
constructed right now, and it's going to be super high security and all that, so we want to delay that construction as much as we can. So someone got wind of that, and that the person who hired these people might be in Zadash, so they're sending this big fish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
You want me to murder them? I can do that.
not exactly, because that would have some big repercussions, and they would send more big fish after us if we did kill them. However, we might like
Make it look
this.
like an accident.
They're the very suspicious kind, especially around this type of people. So that would be a bit it could be a bit problematic. But the thing is, a funny thing, this guy is showing up tomorrow, and he's asking for a Cerberus Assembly quote unquote escort, and he said whoever the fuck. Like, he doesn't care as long as they wear red.
Oh, but red looks so bad on me. So
sure
you
there's-
want me to dress up as a Cerberus Assembly?
If you want to do some murder, we could. There's a Cerberus Assembly guy who is already like posted to become this person that will guide him. So if you want to get your murder quota in for the day, that could be doable still.
I don't know. It seems a little risky. And sure, why not? It sounds like fun. Plus, I love fucking with the Cerberus Assembly.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I thought it would be a bit like, well, fuck these guys, right?
Not literally, but yes.
Oh yeah, no, literally would like. So yeah, he's supposed to show up tomorrow morning? Question mark. Ron.
Yes,
Okay, so-
you were told. Let me tell you. Actually, I left some stuff off there. He was supposed to tell you too. He's supposed to show up tomorrow morning at. Let me find it. Scroll.
Like, he gave me an address for sure.
Yeah, they don't know where the teleport circle is coming from, but he knows it's going to be in the Trispires area. He knows there's a safe house in the Trispires area that is in the Gilded Willows.
Okay.
That's where this safe house is, and he's going to be meeting the mage there, and the mage is basically acting as will be staying with him for as long as it takes.
For as long as he's into Dash.
As long as he's in the Dash, yes, along with the
Okay.
bodyguard. He also let me find it.
And I'm gonna relay the specifics to Lapuhs.
Yes. He also said that we don't know who it is, but we know that they're stationed at there's a Cerberus Assembly mage tower in the Trispires, basically because they have little stations around the city, and they're coming from this specific. That's actually close to the Penta Market.
Okay. So that's the people we're supposed to do a switcheroo with.
Yeah, so it's like someone who's based out of that tower. You just have to find out who.
Mm-hmm. But that listening around shouldn't be too hard.
Right. You should be able to.
A little bit of climbing, a little bit of spying.
Yes.
And if you're worried about the red robes and all that, we do have someone who takes care of outfits, so we can make it a bit more personalized for you.
Oh no, we don't have to make it personalized, because I feel as though if we did do that, they'd be a little bit more suspicious of.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, named like basic rank and file. The what are they called, North Jaime? The
annexes?
Annexes. Yeah, the annexes usually wear red, but if you're further up in the hierarchy, you have more of an individual style, and you can even do different colors.
Would this person then be one of those, or no?
They might be have some red, and they would definitely show off have a badge or some sort of symbol.
Oh yeah, we do have the badges already.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
They are forgeries, by the way, but they're very good forgeries.
But if we get the guy, we're gonna get the real stuff.
Yeah. So the style, they're probably a little bit above Annex, but they'd have some red maybe, but they would have the freedom to style up their wardrobe a little bit. They're more individual.
So is this tower? I'm gonna go do a little bit of recon, and then we whoop-ah!
Sure. Where did you want me to be at before?
If we're on the map real quick, where would that tower be?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, let's go to the map screen.
Because Trispire is up north. Okay.
Yep.
Is it the number 3?
Number 3, actually. Number 3 is a Triumph Chime.
Okay.
Number two is the Eruditions, and the Zauber Spire is the third of the three spires. So like
Okay.
those one, two, three are the three spires.
Yes. Okay.
Um, I believe I don't see where one, two, three. Yeah,
The Hall of Erudition would be definitely like the.
yeah. Um, and again, this map is more kind of like the
Mhm.
important buildings, but it's much more tightly packed with
Yeah.
businesses and buildings here. It's a much bigger city.
So I
The
guess it would be close to the Hall of Erudition, kind
Yeah.
of, because
Um,
nerds, mages.
yeah, it's the mage tower, like it's basically it's outside of the walls. It's actually kind of built into, because there's several businesses, the walls that
Mm-hmm. That are built
um
into, yeah.
are built into, like businesses and homes are built into the wall. So this
Mm-hmm.
mage residence, it's basically a little headquarters, is right there, like on the north part, the western part of the main thoroughfare that goes north into the Tri-Spires. Did you see where I clicked?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. If y'all want to mark that, it's Yukon. Okay. The what else? And the Gilded Willows area is it's in the shadows of one of the towers, so it's like it's in the general Tri-Spires area. The safe
Okay.
house is so.
Okay, so I could try to do some recon tonight. Well, the best would be to really take care of this probably as close as possible to the.
Hmm.
Well, not super close in time to when he teleports, but close-ish
Yeah,
so that people don't have the time to wander.
wonder. Yeah, the also the oh god, the Surin said that, I mean, you probably know this too, both you and Lapis. The Service Assembly mage has a lot of independence, so it's not like they're have to like have like somebody who's above them they have to report to. Like
Mm-hmm.
basically they'll be giving the report to the Service Assembly after all this is done. So like
Mm-hmm.
it's not like somebody's watching over their shoulder the entire time.
Okay.
So what would you
So
like to do?
I can try to get an idea on their whereabouts, see,
Hmm.
listen, and then we do a little quick hit and run away with our clothes. Leave
All
them naked
right.
in the street.
Probably
Well,
should.
no, no, we should hide them.
Yeah, I was gonna say otherwise they can come up, tell people, tell guards.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some space in Orgoth Hole.
I I I mean we can, though they will probably die after 10 minutes of not breathing.
Yes.
As long as you're okay with that.
We'll see.
If not, I can grant them a very merciless death.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Yes.
So north, you're going to head to once night falls, you're going to
Yeah,
head
I'm
to that
going
area.
to Mask of Many Faces again.
Hmm.
Black Cat Tabaxi.
Nice, awesome, yeah, yeah, nice, nice, nice. Lapis, what are you doing during all of this, just so I get you out of the way?
I'll probably just wait for North signal and if anything, probably like be at like uh the bottom of probably near like the towers and stuff, but like not within the set of spires.
Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, because the 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 home base for this particular group of Cerberus Assembly mages are is in a wall. Like, see that wall that's below the three spires?
Mm-hmm.
They're built into the southern part of the wall. That's where the tower is. So it's kind of like to the south of all three of that neighborhood. It's in between the Pentamarket and the Tri-Spire area. So yeah, so that's you just like kind of wait by the wall. These
Mm-hmm.
tall walls, they have like the mechanical. trolleys that kind of go across them every once
Yeah,
in a while.
probably like wait for north signals and also be reading slightly
Mm.
Rakan's book.
Yeah, there's a lot of like bullshit in it. Like somebody who's very, very pissed off and trying to like say
Overcompensate.
overcompensate. Yeah, yeah. So
My
north.
PP is huge and my balls are heavy.
You definitely find a part where there's like, I had 4 women tonight, sort of kind of thing, and
And Laphus is just like, no, he didn't.
They were all very pleased when they left.
Like, he was fucking getting drunk that day. All right.
um, the you head to the wall, and every once in a while you just hear the of the magical trolleys that kind of go across it. Um, it is kind of in the shape of like a half tower that's kind of all the way up to the top part of the wall, and you see lights on in some of the open windows. There is a 3 guards at the door at the base of it.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some open balconies along this tower's pretty. It's not like a tiny mage's tower. It looks like it could hold maybe like 8 to 10, um, like 8 to 12 people could live here easily.
Okay. So there's this guy. These guys are at the bottom floor.
Yeah, and they're like outside the door, and they're not mages. They just seem to be like hired guards. They're not Crown's Guard either.
Okay. And how many floors did you say?
I would say 4. The top floor is probably the a single occupant,
Okay.
and you can actually envision, almost look like you could probably see where the person who lives on the top floor could easily get to one of the trolleys on top of the wall.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'm not even gonna get into like view of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I can, I'm gonna come around from the other way. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna, if there's a balcony, I'm gonna bamf up to it with a face tap.
Okay. There's a balcony on the second floor. There's a
Second
window.
floor.
There's a window with a window box on the
So like 30 feet should clear it.
30 feet should definitely clear it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But you can get to the second floor balcony easily. You could get to the third floor from the second floor, but there's not really a place to stand except if you stand on top of that window, like the window box. Like somebody could plant flowers there, but it's currently no flowers in it because it's fall.
And I wanna underline the fact that I'm stealthing.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna have you make a basic stealth check right now. What's your minimum?
25.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I rolled a natural 1 for the guards, so it's
Hold on. I have a 26, Ron.
okay. Okay.
Those guards are like doing that thing where one of us just like, hey, look, and he has like a porno magazine. He's like, check out this lady.
They're doing the thing with the.
Oh, and then like they open it up and it's like 3 pages. It's like a long ass thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like of a nice like beautiful looking furball lady.
Yeah, it's because she has very long legs.
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah. Um,
It kind of looks like Pumat Soul a little bit, which is weird.
the
Oh, it's a parody porn thing.
Oh no.
the balcony, the curtains are closed. Like there's a window, but the curtains are closed currently. There is a stool with a ashtray on it, and and you see like just many cigarette butts. Like
Okay,
crushed
can I
into
hear
it.
anything going on in there?
Make a perception check.
Don't fall. That's a 10.
Yeah, roll natural 1 again. So there's some people inside being loud. How long do you listen for?
If they start getting closer to the door, I'm gonna skedaddle up.
Got it. Okay.
But if like
This is more like how long do you like? Because right now they're just kind of like doing casual conversation where it's like, yeah, did you see so and so? Yeah, like so.
I'm giving myself 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. After a bit, you hear them say, Mary Elise, she got a good gig. She's going she's gonna meet the Arbiter. Really? Ma- Mary Elise, that's well, she does stick her nose into stuff that's not her business. Well, she's trying to get in good so that she can get transferred up to Rexentrum. Another one says, um, she says, Mary Elise is, she's just in it for herself. I wouldn't trust her. And the others say, they kind of nod in agreement and like, yeah. It's like, um, and you find out that she is currently at an inn called the Cloak and Stagger. Like she's having like one night out with at an inn called the Cloak and Stagger in the Penta Market.
Okay. Is there any mention that she left with someone?
Um, her bodyguard.
Oh.
And do I hear anything about this guy, or is it just like
No. It's
Oh,
like
is she having that one night stand with that bodyguard?
maybe?
it's in fact all they say is that it's like her plus one, and they kind of laugh like jokingly. It's her plus one.
Ha 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 ha. Okay. I'm still gonna try the other floors.
Okay. You pop up to the window box, and the window box kind of like you feel some of the plaster crack a little bit underneath your feet, but you kind of settle onto the iron frame before it gives way completely, and it's just a little like you see an open window. Inside you see some cots, almost like laid out bunk style, like four,
Oh, the temptation.
and then there's like a fourth floor above, like one person could live in. So.
Oh, the temptation. No.
Do it.
No, they're mages. There's gonna be alarms everywhere.
Alarm spell. Yep.
They're just gonna know, and I'm not doing that. I'm stealthy. I'm not stupid.
You could be both.
Look, I'm gonna decide to act as my 16 intelligence score for once. Usually I try to ignore it, but right now. Okay, fourth floor, let's go.
Okay. So you'll actually there's no balconies. You have to climb up, make an athletics or dexterity.
Could it be acrobatics?
It could do acrobatics, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna meow like a kitty cat.
Meow.
That's a natural 15 plus 10. That's a 25.
Okay. You get up there. Inside is a really frilly curtain, like lace. You can kind of see through. There's like a really like lace. Oh god, a bed with the what's it called?
Oh god.
The drape. It's like there's like a frame over it, and like the drapes coming down.
I know what you mean, but I don't know the word because I'm French.
It's there's a word for it. I can't think of it.
I know.
It's stupid. But it's got like basically it's like really frilly and girly. You see a little a stand with
Like a canopy bed?
like a canopy bed. Yeah,
Boom.
that's it. Yeah, canopy bed. But you see a little makeup stand with a little oval mirror, and you see a frilly nightgown hanging over a changing.
Okay, so it's giving me an idea of the style of the person.
Yes, for sure. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to back down.
Okay.
like a little spider cat that I am.
Mm-hmm. Spider cat.
Meow.
Spider cat. Spider cat.
Meow.
Meow 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 meow.
So I'm gonna pop back down and I'm gonna go rejoin Laphus.
Okay. And she's right where you left her, and
Like, yeah.
Like, nya.
What you do?
Hey,
Oh, hey.
so I know where she's at. Her name is Marie-Elise, and she is at an inn called the Cloak and Stagger.
The cloak and Oh, right.
Yes, with her bodyguard.
Are they fucking or?
I think so. Maybe it's like, oh, it's our +1.
Oh,
So maybe
okay.
they're fucking.
Should we go in there and take him out then?
Yeah, for a few drinks and maybe like see how it goes.
All right. Did you want to deal with the bodyguard or with Marie? I feel like you could lay on the charm on Marie.
Maybe it depends on what she's into because I'm not. If she tries to put her hand on my arm, like she's gonna feel something wiry for sure, but it's not gonna be like big biceps like a bodyguard or something.
Oh, true. All right. Damn, I wish we had
Like I'm
Orgoth.
toned, but I'm not Orgoth. Like, oh, I'm not bulky.
All right. Let's not bring Pollux. She's
Absolutely
gonna like
not.
look around like
He's not around.
Don't say if you say it 3 times, he's gonna pop up.
Is that the urban legend now?
It's 3 times in the mirror, and he's just like right behind you, like hi.
All right, let's go.
Yes.
Okay, so you approach the Cloak and Stagger, low stone brick building. There is a second floor, like an inn room, so there's not like it's not like as big as the inn that you're currently staying at.
I'm gonna
the
drop
Twin
the Mask of
Maidens.
Many Faces because if someone touches me or has detect magic, they're gonna know.
They're gonna know. Okay. Um, Behind the polished wooden bar is a gnome with a diamond-shaped face, long, wavy, dyed black hair, brown eyes, and rough, sunburned brown skin. He's wearing a loose white shirt and baggy gray pantaloons. And there's a moderate gathering of wooden booths. And there's a hearth with a roaring flame, and there's a wooden staircase up to the second floor on the right. By this, by the staircase, by the fireplace next to the staircase, you see a man, tall man with short black hair, and he is currently doing this mother of all kisses on this blonde elf wearing these blue and red mage robes.
And she looks a bit frilly.
It looks, yeah, yeah, like lace on the sleeves.
Yep, that's
And they are
that's
making out for like not coming up for air.
Are they okay?
They might have drunk like, I don't know, a potion of water breathing or something. I don't know.
Oh my god, it's like you can hear it like almost squelching. It's
Like,
disgusting.
Ugh. So who wants to be the one to disturb the lovebirds?
Hey, we saw you across the room and we really like your vibe.
Can we do that? Fuck it, let's do it.
Let's do it!
Laphus is just going to strut her way over to the couple, and she's going to gently like put a like touch the guy's like shoulder and move it from one shoulder to the other, and then head to the girls.
And they stop kissing and look at you, and they look at your garb, your get up, and like, I'm sorry, we don't want any.
Oh no,
whatever
that's
you're
not what
selling.
That's not what it's about, darling.
No, it is not.
The woman's like, "Oh, who are you?" And you notice that the man has some like elven blood, like he looks like a half elf. He's like slightly pointed ears, a bit of a stubble on his chin.
It's weird saying a elf with stubble. I don't say that out. I don't say that out loud. So me and my partner noticed you two across the way, and we really dug your vibes. I'm just kidding. I don't say that. I don't say that.
What do you say?
We were just noticing that you two were over here showing your profound love for each other, I'm going to guess? Or is this a tryst of some sort?
We just don't want our coworkers to see us together.
Oh, you shouldn't be
Why
ashamed.
not? You're beautiful together.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, it's really lovely. The very beautiful mage, I'm guessing. You look very delicate.
She kind of like covers up the service assembly badge that's on her uniform. Basically, kind of like pulls like a cloak over it, so she's kind of like off duty kind of thing. And she's like, really, I
With your very delicate features, and then this strapping young man willing to do everything in order to keep her safe.
and you see the man. He's like, I would do anything for a release.
That is really a beautiful contrast. You can see her delicate hands on your. I'm sorry, these arms.
Can we help you? What are you wanting? And you see the mage kind of like
I
clinging.
hope I'm not being too forward. You're just really beautiful, and I am very much of an artistic soul. Would you allow us to watch?
Okay, two things happen. Marie-Elise looks horrified.
I honestly thought you were gonna say, "Can we paint you like one of your French girls?"
Marie-Elise looks horrified. Thalum, the man who hasn't said his name yet.
He's totally into it. Please.
The bodyguard is
Please tell me
totally.
that.
He's totally into it. He's like, he kind of.
Yes!
But then he notices his girl and is like, I'm sorry. This is a very private thing, and
Of course.
I wouldn't want to upset Marie-Elise.
Absolutely not. And this is why we ask. We do not want to do anything.
Consent is everything.
It is the most important thing, after all. But if you ever change your mind, I'll be here all night.
Marie kind of whispers in his ear. He's like, Thalum, could we go upstairs? Thank you for the compliments, lady, Mr. Lady. And he picks her up and carries her upstairs.
And once they're out of earshot, Laphus is just gonna go. Could have just said like, artistic soul. We would like to paint you two in some sort of loving way.
Well, they were having like a secret tryst. I don't think they wanted to have portrait or anything.
No, but they could, keep it as like a locket or something.
That's just proof for them to be used against them and whatever. If that's just blackmail.
Mm-hmm. I'd like you to make insight checks for me, please.
Yeah. That's gonna suck. No, that's an 18.
18.
I keep scaring him throwing my dice.
Oh,
Poor baby.
puppy.
Insight, that is a 24.
24, both of you.
Wait, heart.
She seems to be really kind of like, you tell she's definitely a mage. The man seems to be very sure of himself, and his weapon, he has let me look actually. What did I have him have? He has a long sword. And
I bet he does.
Yeah, the way that he has it, like, it's like the way he was like holding himself, like he could like draw it very fast and very easily. He's like trained, very trained man in the ways of protection. He's not some like second level guard. Basically, what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Well, that just got complicated then.
So, plan B? Sneak in there after post coitus and
Poor squishes, let's go. Or if they call for room service,
yeah, that's true.
let's just enjoy the night. I'm gonna order 2 drinks, and I'm just gonna like as soon as I'm like halfway through mine, I'm gonna swip mine with Lapis so it looks like she's drinking.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, God, I'm looking at the because this random tavern generator has a menu, like a random menu. Sprite cheese balls, like a little like pixie, a Sprite cheese balls, doused
I
with a
was
tasty
thinking-
duck sauce.
I was thinking like cheese balls made with like the actual drink
Drink
Sprite.
Sprite.
Yeah,
I know,
me
that's
too.
what I
was
thought
just like,
too.
Is that like in the batter or something?
I think so. It's Sprite cheese balls doused with a tasty duck sauce, served with a piece of sourdough bread.
So you have like deep fried cheese balls with sourdough bread.
Yeah, basically, yeah, pretty much.
You have breading on bread.
Yes.
It gives it that extra crunch.
Yep.
God, okay. Well, let's.
We have a nice
Hopefully.
citrus gooseberry porter.
Yes, sure. Let's just like I told him I would be there all night. Maybe he's gonna convince her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not putting too many hopes in that, but
Yeah.
Did you have that?
She kind of like, I mean, you got the impact like from that role.
she's a precious princess.
Yeah, he takes care of her. Like what she says goes.
My dog's being a degenerate and he's licking my feet.
Oh no.
That's what's going on upstairs right now. That's what's
Oh, yeah.
happening. He's taking care of her.
Mm-hmm.
After a moment, you see see him come downstairs, go up to the bar, say
You see
something.
him come.
No, you do not. Definitely do not.
He didn't want us to watch.
No, he goes downstairs. He goes to the barkeep, the gnome. Leans in, whispers something. Goes back upstairs.
I'm gonna raise my glass at him as he passes by.
He kind of like winks and goes upstairs. The gnome about 10 minutes later has a plate of food.
I was going to say, just like as he winks over at North, Laphus is just going to kind of like do like that thing where like a little bit more of her bodice kind of like shows a little bit, just a little bit.
Make a charisma check for me.
Could it be an advantage because we're both doing it?
Yes.
Oh hell yeah! All right.
I just saw Rush Puppy peek out from the.
Yeah, it's weird. He likes to lick my feet, but only if like he's not being watched. So I have to drape a
Pretend
blanket
like
or something over him.
Now the question is it just charisma or is it charisma persuasion?
You're not actually persuading. You're just sort of
No.
like, this is a pretty
Wait.
much a like your aura. You're putting out an aura.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Charisma check.
yeah, just a check, straight check.
That is
So Lapis.
that's a 21.
Nice. Okay. He kind of looks and he kind of stops for a second as he's about to go up and he says, "If it were just me, I would have invited you upstairs. You are both quite beautiful. Very handsome too, to you, North." And he says, "However, I must abide by the
course.
wishes of my love."
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes your hand, North, and kind of shakes it strongly, like with strong arms. And then he takes.
I'm gonna give him like I can shake like a good handshake. But I'm gonna give him like the dainty one.
Yes, and he takes it and kind of like bows. And he takes your hand, Lapis, and just slightly kisses it. And then
Does he look any more tired than he was before?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the typical male,
Yeah.
We just banged. Yeah.
Yeah, we just banged. Yeah, he does a little bit. Yes, but he has definitely ordered a ton of food because about 5 minutes later, the gnome heads up with a big tray and heads up the stairs.
Just like a little.
Hold on. What do I have? Did I have? I don't have any drugs on me.
Damn it!
You're
Why don't
against
I have
murder.
drugs?
You're against murder, but
I would have spiked that drink and that food right away.
Yeah, I was thinking like whenever he was kissing her hands and everything, North would just slip a little something in his drink, in his food.
Yeah, but I don't have anything. I'm gonna have to restock.
Could we have said that North restocked earlier, knowing?
Nope.
Damn it!
Fuck.
What you gonna do?
Could always go in and cast a little spelly.
Yeah, as the gnome goes upstairs, I might just like sneak to see which door it is.
Make a stealth check. Because all you have to do is kind of peek around
I don't
the
want to
corner.
go like, I don't
Yeah.
want to go like all the way up in the
No,
hallway. I
no,
just
but
wanna-
you can kind of like go and look through the
I want to
banister.
clock it. Just
Yeah.
That's a 9, so it's a 25.
Okay. The it's the really nice giant double door at the end of the hallway.
So I would know like if we go around the building, we know which one it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yes, for sure, yes.
I mean, if I'm like, okay, this is the entrance door. This is
Entrance door to stairs up, so it would be on the left side of the building.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna relay that to Laphus.
All right, so down for a little murder. Well, actually, I could have them fall asleep, and then we can do a murder.
Just from like it would have to be like an upcast sleep spell, just from from the perception, the insight on how powerful a fighter he was. He's got quite a chunk of hit points, basically what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to cast Eye Bite, but
That would do it too. Yep. Okay.
yeah, I was just put him to sleep and go for the throat, or I can.
I have the temptation to disguise self at her and go bang at the door and saying he's cheating on me with the shape changer.
We could also attempt to do that.
The temptation is right there.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I won't stop you. I won't stop you.
Though she would not. Would she explode a door? I can't explode a door magically.
I can counterspell it if you want. If she tries to explode a door.
No, I mean an angry lady like that knocking at the door.
I mean, if she were, I don't know, a sane person, she wouldn't blame you. She'd blame the guy.
Yes, that's the thing, but that she's very very dainty and all that. She wouldn't kick the door open. Let's see. I could just. Have I heard her talk enough that I could reproduce that?
I think you'd be at disadvantage. You haven't really heard her talk that much. And he did most of the talking.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, could North have at any point gone up there to listen to them have sex?
Actually, good point. I'm just gonna go outside and skitter up the wall.
Okay.
And just listen in.
Okay.
Because I'm sure they're whispering sweet nothings.
Yeah, they're basically like.
They would.
Yeah, you hear lots of kissy noises, and you hear them like eating, and you think that like he's feeding like grapes or something to her, and they're like feeding each other food, and they talk basically just about like, how was work for you? How was this? It's like, I wish you could be more open about our relationship. And she was like, and she, like, service assembly rules. I cannot date someone that I'm like who is beneath me. In fact, the fact that you're not a mage is such a terrible
Beneath
thing,
her.
huh?
Beneath her.
Yeah,
Beneath. Oh, that must hurt.
yeah.
Oh, sir. Sir, come to the light side. Come on, we have cookies.
And he says,
Okay.
like, I understand, but I have loved you ever since I've laid eyes upon you. And I would die, put down my life for you. And she says, that's your job. Don't bring work into this.
Okay, well, I think I've heard
She
enough
is
now.
possessive, but she doesn't love him in the same way. This bitch.
Okay, well, I think I have enough now.
Okay.
Lapis, if you want to be on standby, not too far.
Oh, of course, I'll be somewhat right behind you.
Okay.
So you go upstairs.
I'm gonna climb the stairs. I'm gonna
Okay.
just go for a little bit of a more disheveled look, like someone ran.
Okay.
And with, like,
What precisely do you look like?
Okay, I look like her. With mascara going down my face.
Okay.
Like I've been crying.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm not going to go bang, 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 but I'm gonna go urgent knocking.
One second.
You hear him pulling it on his pants.
Yeah, basically. And the man opens the door. What is...
What are you doing?
What?
I was held in some place I don't know about, and I find you with this. You're supposed to protect me.
Make an deception roll.
That is a 22 run.
Okay.
Hold on. Yes, no, that's a 22.
This is what happens. He just has basically, he doesn't have his pants on. He just basically pulled a sheet around himself. He's holding his long sword. Not that long sword. He's holding his real long sword. And he turns to Maurilis in the bed. Then turns back to you. What is going on here? And Maurilis jumps out of bed, just in, like, she's got this frilly nightgown that's see-through, just goes down. It's got like fur on the trimmed on the bottom of it. And
oh my god,
all
that's
white.
the outfit of like I killed my husband, officer.
And you see her reach down and grab a spell component bag. What do you
Okay,
do?
go. The door's open. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you
All
run
right.
in.
Yep.
What are you? They see you run in, Lapus.
I'm gonna actually like jump at her, like.
Would
know,
you like to roll
someone,
initiative?
You know, like someone who sees like the bitch their husband is cheating on them
Just
with.
tear her eyes out. Got it. I'd like to roll initiative, actually.
Yes. Natural fucking 20. That is wasted.
Okay. North, what'd you get?
27.
Fuck. Okay, at Lapis.
14.
27. 14. Okay, let's go. I put Pollux in here just in case, but he's not here. North. So this chamber, this is actually kind of like a more of a master-sized bedroom. There's like a little alcove for like a little, not really a balcony, but like an alcove with a little small two-person table. There is a separate like room for a bathroom with actually a large tub, and you see like actually like where they pull it, like you can pull in water from outside, and like you actually see like rose petals floating into the water to the left, and a large heart-shaped bed in the middle of the room.
And you have like on somewhere like you have like two
Yeah.
like two towels like full of like swans.
The
Is there like mirrors up.
There are totally
up.
mirrors on the ceiling. Yes.
Little string lights everywhere.
hmm The um
Okay.
the bodyguard is right there at the door. You're going towards the bed. She's on the right side of the bed, wearing her
Yes.
nightgown, but she's holding a spell component bag. Lapis, you run in. He is right by the door, and you
Yeah.
roll in. So north, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna head for her.
Okay,
Lapis
And
is gonna. I was gonna
I
say
am
Lapis runs in actually looking more concerned than anything.
okay. I'll have you make a
I
deception roll in
am
a second. So
not breaking character at all.
okay,
And I am going to put my hand on that component bag.
yeah.
And I'm going to say, first you steal my man, then you steal my things. I am not having this. And I'm gonna yank that off of her.
Okay. I'd like you to make a sleight of hand.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 19, so that makes that a 29.
Okay. She is unable to pull, like you just like pull it out of her hands. You have it with you, or you just throw it to the ground. Like, I don't know where the
I will
component
take it
bag
with
is.
me and I will cradle it in
Like
my
it's yours.
in my
Okay.
arms.
Keep the deception at the end of your turn. Make another performance check or deception check. Deception. This is deception. This is
Another
fake.
natural 19, so that is
Okay.
Ron.
This is more for
Ron,
him.
Ron.
Yeah.
That is a 31.
Okay, this is more for him than it is for her, but because she knows what she is. Okay. Um the bodyguard looks at her, looks at you, North, looks over at what are you doing here? Who are you? What have I done? And she's like completely upset, like slept with some creature, some shape changer. Um it is her turn with a 16. The I'm going through her spell list.
But she doesn't have her spell components.
Yeah. Um uh, oh god. Okay. Um okay. She yells like, "You're the shape changer. Who are you? You you go up against the Cerebus Assembly. Who are
Sounds
you?"
like something a shape changer would say.
Um She's going for, actually, she verbal bonus action Misty steps behind you and tries to grab for the spell
Nothing
component
personal,
back.
kid.
Yeah.
Nothing personnel, kid.
um she's going to try to that is a 16 to grab that bag out of your hand. I'd like you to make a sleight of hand roll.
Ron,
Yeah.
if I roll a natural 1, I have a 16.
Okay. Roll a nat. Just roll and tell me
I
what
thought
it
you
is.
were gonna say roll a natural one.
That's a 29.
Okay. You basically just
Like,
kinda,
I am just,
yeah.
like, curling over it. Like, this is mine.
Okay. You see her. She used her action. She kind of steps back to. There is
She used her bonus action as well to Misty Step.
Yes, she did. She steps back to. And you see her robes on the floor, and she's standing over them currently. And she. That's all she can do. Lapis, what are you?
I mean,
gonna do?
technically, I'm wearing her robes.
Yeah. Lapis, on D&D Beyond, you've taken damage. Have you done a long?
Did I
I-
not do?
You have 63 hit points. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, that's from the last time, I think.
I don't know if anything's happened
What
since.
did we do?
I don't
Hold on, let me
know.
check my notes.
Yeah.
Before
I just want to
before
make
long
sure
rest.
that because she is a mage, so she does have a capability of doing some damage. So
I don't see any notion of combat or anything.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
I
then
think you.
I'll take a long.
I'm,
Yeah, I don't think I rested.
yeah,
Rested.
I think you've rested. You were half asleep last time anyway, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Lapis, your turn.
All right. And definitely, she's going to kind of when she comes in, she's kind of like more so being like, I thought you two were, and then I saw her come in, and that didn't seem right. What's happening? And she was like, she's talking to the guard,
Yeah,
like I just saw you go upstairs with this lady, and then she comes in.
he's very confused. Make a deception roll since you know that's a lie.
Would my acting help and give
Yeah.
advantage?
Make a
Yeah,
yeah. I think this whole situation, this is amazing, is going to give you advantage for this roll. Yes,
what was I doing? Persuasion.
persuasion or deception. Deception actually, it's because it's a lie. Deception.
All right. Well, I am actually going to use my heroic inspiration here because
Okay.
that
Even with
wasn't
advantage?
even with advantage. It was not a good roll.
Shit.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. That's a natural 20, which
Nice.
is way better than the 1 or the 7 that I rolled earlier.
Oof.
Oof. Oof. The guard. He's like, I don't know. They've moved around. I don't know which one is which. Who did I sleep with? My love. My love.
Calm down. Calm down. Just put the sword down.
He's going to hold an action to attack whoever he thinks is the fake Marie Elise.
And
After Lapis goes, but yeah, Lapis, your turn.
Lapis is going to attempt not so much she's going to attempt to like cast a necromancy spell,
Mm-hmm.
but she's going to try and make it seem as though it's coming from the fake Elise.
Ooh. Oh, what would this be? Sleight of hand. What is this? Sleight of spell.
Arcana? I don't
Arcana.
know.
Yeah, it's kind of make a deception roll. Make a deception roll, but add your intelligence modifier instead of your um um deception charisma.
If it's bad, you have my inspiration.
Okay. Wait, you said deception, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's
But you add your intelligence modifier instead of your wisdom modifier.
It's charisma.
Charisma, yeah, modifier, yeah.
All right, so that would be a +9. So that would be a 19.
19. Okay. The spell, you kind of like bounce it off. Like, what are you casting?
I am going to be attempting. I'm going to have her attempt to cast. Oh, nothing too major. It'll probably something like uh false life,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still a necromancy spell, so there's going to be like that wave of necromantic energy coming off of
Okay.
her, and
Okay.
Lapis is going to attempt to like make it seem bigger than what it is.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay.
And I'm sure he's been around her enough to know what kind of magic she does.
Yeah. 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 You actually hear them shouting like, "I've been with you for the last. How long have you been kidnapped? We've been together for years." Um, and then he looks and he points the sword at the real Elise, and it's like, it's like he's like, surrender now. The Crown's Guard will have mercy upon you.
By the way, the more angrier she gets, Lapis is going to attempt to make that dark energy get bigger.
She, Marie-Elise looks down at the energy around her body, and she's like, "This isn't me. This isn't me. This isn't me. It's coming for her. It's coming for her." And pointing north. Anything else, Lapis?
She's like kind of trying to concentrate to ensure that most of like that necrotic energy is coming from that girl. She's going to Lapis is going to look over at north and like kind of give like like a head like tilt, like let's go, let's get him out of here.
I'm so tempted to just, like, when someone is so mad, and this is a situation like
Yeah.
your love of how many years is caught sleeping with someone else. Would you use magic or would you slap someone across the face?
Honestly, slap is a lot more personal.
So I think, like, I would just, like, keep, like, tearing into both of them because, like, well,
Yeah.
he cheated on me.
Yeah.
He failed at his job of protecting me.
Yes. Okay.
He's a disgrace.
Okay. Well, it is the guard's turn,
Yeah.
and you hear Marie-Lise is like, Tholam, no, Tholam, please, I'm begging you. She goes down on her knees, and she's like holding up her robe in front, like her wizard's robe in front of her. No, please, don't. And he holds.
Can I make it so that as she's doing that, I'm going to cast summon undead and kind
It's
of get like spirits.
it's not your turn, but you can do
I
it
know,
on your
but
turn.
I know, but like that's what I kind of want to do.
You can okay. You can. The necromantic energy is starting to form into spirits. So yes,
Mhm.
okay. I'll let that happen. Really cool.
Yeah,
The
it's not me casting like the spell, but it's like,
it's
hey,
making an
this
image.
is
Yeah, this is more kind of an illusion kind of thing, but it's like using actually necromantic energy. So yes, the he holds the sword like at her throat and says, "Surrender now. Stop doing what you're doing, demon." And he holds an action.
What are you waiting for?
North, what do you do?
What are you waiting for?
kill her. Do it.
Not only you dishonor me, but you dishonor yourself.
She looks like you. You could be her. I don't.
But did she feel like me?
Was she better than me?
I'm giving you both inspiration, but after the fight.
I already have inspiration, Ron.
I'll take it.
I could use it. I'm gonna use it right now.
No,
if I have
no,
to.
not giving it to you right now. The
Oh, shoot.
he
No, I mean I already have one.
okay. He
I basically want to egg him on as like freaking like calling out the fact that like you didn't protect me, you lost me, and now you're hesitating to take that thing out. What are you? Are you against me?
he is going to do 3 attacks non-lethal and try to knock her out. Okay. One. Here's the thing. None of them are wearing armor.
I know they're naked.
Yeah. Let's see. That's a 17. That's a 18. That's a 21. All 3 hit. That is two-handed. And it's like using the flat of her blade and does 24 points of damage total. Uh, ba, 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 ba. She's
Meanwhile,
still.
Lapis is in the background like Emperor Palpatine, just like
Boom, boom, boom. No, and North, your turn.
Okay, so he's already on her.
Yeah, I mean he like basically like boom, like 3 attacks with the flat of a blade. You can tell that these attacks are non-lethal. He's trying to capture her.
Okay.
He's like,
I'm going to like I'm gonna keep ranting about like what he did,
yes,
what she's doing.
continuing the ruse.
Continuing,
Yes.
I'm keeping that on
Okay.
and like doing like looking through the components bag, like what has she taken?
Yes, yeah.
Like, my components bag, like
Oh,
as a
got it.
spellcaster,
Yeah.
it's extremely important to me. I just want to make sure that I can find the deadliest thing I can to obliterate this bitch, but I don't seem to find it.
That's interesting.
Is that all you're doing? Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she down? Is the girl
I'm just
down?
selling.
No.
I'm just selling it.
She
is
has
what I'm
16
doing.
hit points left, so she's still up. It is her turn. If you're not
60
doing
or 16?
16.
Okay.
On her turn, she holds up her robe in front of her, like down on the ground, and then she pulls out her spare component bag, casts Cone of Cold, boom, and I need
At her
everybody
man?
at her man. Yeah. I need all of you to make and that's a 5th level spell, so I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Actually, do I see this?
Yeah, she's casting it. Yeah.
Counterspell.
Roll a DC is 10 plus the spell's level, so roll a spellcasting ability check. So this is an Arcana check. This is like an ability check. So D20 plus your intelligence modifier. Yeah.
With my intelligence, that's a 19.
19. You counter that spell. She uses a reaction to counter the counter. And
Okay, so Dex save.
what spell was your counter spell at?
Oh, it was just a basic
Basic
third
3.
level counterspell.
So she has to roll a 13 or above. Oh, I don't think she's got it. 6 plus 3, 9. She does not counter it. The spell's countered.
Hell yeah.
She looks at you.
You try to act like me, but you're not
you're
me.
You're the imposter. You're the shape changer.
By the way, this whole time, whenever she casts counterspell, Laphus is gonna make it seem as though North casted counterspell.
Boom.
I'll allow it. Lapis, your turn.
Laphus is going to after the counterspell mishap, she's actually going to yeah, you know what? She's gonna cast I bite.
Okay.
And she's going to have attempt to have Elise like pass out basically.
Okay. Is that an automatic? Is automatics is a save or?
It's a save. It's a save.
Okay. And
Wisdom.
Just a +4. 14 though.
Nope, that does not miss.
And
yeah.
And suddenly she passes out. Do you keep the energy going?
I keep the energy going, and I am going to make. I want to have the guy get sickened.
Okay.
Actually, panicked.
Panicked. So you can cast it, make her asleep, and then he is affected too.
No, I have to wait for my other turn.
Got it. So you're gonna wait for that. Okay. She passes out, and he turns to you, North.
I am on the ground crying and screaming.
He holds his sword down. And he like runs to you. That as is actually no, it's Lapus's. Lapus did that. Yeah, it's his turn. He like drops the sword, runs to you, and like holds you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I didn't know.
Of course you didn't, you fucking moron. I'm gonna stab him.
Roll. Oh my God! Roll to hit. I'm gonna give you this.
Advantage
Yes, you do have advantage. It's a surprise attack. Yeah.
It's a surprise attack. So if I hit, is it a crit? No.
What's the rules of that?
I'm not an assassin. Forget that. I'm not an assassin.
No.
Wrong rogue.
Oh my God. Run a little bit over, just so you know.
That's a 21.
21.
He's not wearing armor.
No, you hit for sure.
Sneak attack. Wait, hold on. I have 6 dice now for my sneak attack.
Okay. Oh my God.
It's a bad roll. 5, 6, 12, 17, 19, 20, 23.
Okay. 23 points of damage.
And
he takes it and looks at you.
Can you close the door, please, honey?
Of course.
What's going on here? This is no... What are you doing to us?
Just having a little bit of fun.
Lapis, what do you do?
I think I will. I think for context and to make it funny, I probably will try and get him to get yeah, you know what? Sickened.
Okay.
He's gonna be sickened by the fact that he possibly almost knocked out his actual true love.
Yes. Yes. He's just. Ugh. It's a save, right? I rolled a
Mm-hmm.
2 anyway, so he goes down to his. He like pushes North away, goes down to his knees, and you just feel him retching. Ugh. Oh, what did I do? And he goes down, and he looks up at you. It's like, who are you?
Well, just some people who want to have fun with the Cerberus assembly. That's all.
I didn't tell you what I wanted to watch.
And that's where we're going to stop for the week.
Chaos crew.
Yes. It's like we have our own set of whimsy here. We have our own set of fun.
Part 2 of our duo adventure coming up next week.
Oh God.
It's all right. We got this. We got this. They're almost dead.
Oh, good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. I'll write down all these stats and everything, so I have everything for next week. We're a little bit over, but who cares? Great game, everyone. So much fun. Oh my god. I love this setup. I love this setup. Also, when I read that the Prime Arbiter was trying to get Terry, like his daughter, to marry Tyrion Darrington, I was just like, oh my god, this is so perfect for this. Oh my god. Well, let's go around to a wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Jaiden. I was playing Laphus and don't really have too much to say except treat yourselves well, drink some water if you are in the heat, because I know people down in the southern hemisphere are going through their winter. You lucky bitches.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. Hide your knights, hide your wives. I don't know. I've been playing North Eladrin Roguelike. You can find me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at Steelclad Art. Join our Discord. Just join our Discord, man.
If you look up Severed Studios, if you go to our Blue Sky or Twitter, we have our Linktree in the bio, and you can get to our Discord from there. Just look up Severed Studios, you'll find it, and you can follow us here on Twitch too.
We also have a Patreon, but seriously, join the Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord. It's a lot of fun.
We talk about lots of stuff. There's also an Icewind Dale campaign that is coming to an end soon, very soon.
Yes.
On podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes.
And hey, we make some Donner Party jokes sometimes.
And my name is Ron Murphy. I've been your DM. A 30-second recap. Basically, we are in Zadash in the Morrow Valley in Exandria, the Critical Role land, and this is North. Lapis and North, tell us about your characters real quick. Just real quick.
Go on ahead, Jaiden.
Okay, Lapis is a necromancy reborn wizard. She is very much a bitch who doesn't seem to care about whatever's happening, but hey, she's here to have chaos against the people who she really doesn't like.
So North is an Eladrin rogue fighter warlock, because I do like some weird multi-classes. And they're very much anti-Cerberus Assembly and anti-Empire. So they're into that was just that kind of thing was just coming up, and
yeah, we're getting into North's backstory. We're getting into a lot of backstory stuff. North has some bad stuff having to do with the Empire, and was trying to keep a prison from being built, but her dad is currently in. So
yes,
yeah.
So we're trying to sow some chaos so that these bitches cannot track it back to me.
Yes, thank you for joining us, everyone. We had a lot of people. I think we had 6 or 7 people the whole time. My
Nice.
name is
Woohoo!
Ron Murphy. I'm your Dungeon Master. You can find me on socials at Ron88Keys. Please follow us on all the things. Give us a follow or subscription here on the Twitch channel. Few and Far Between is a production of Severed Studios. Please check out our other shows like Severed Sons and other side quests on Twitch, YouTube, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Links in our bio and our show notes. May your problems be few and far between. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
More chaos as we go.